Hello, and welcome to Versus. I'm Nigel from Selcouth Productions, and today we are going to be talking about racing games. Well, you might be wondering, how can this be a Versus if I'm just talking about something? Well, this is how it's going to be a Versus. I'm going to be comparing old racing games to modern racing games to real-life racing. Because, in case you didn't know, I drive a race car. That there is my trophy collection from racing. Or the one I got last year, and these ones are from this year. So, I'll be using my own personal experience to talk about real-life racing. Thank you. First off, retro racing. Rad Racer. Yep, this game was really rad. And it's still fun to this day. It's probably one of my most used NES games. In fact, I'd probably use it even more than Super Mario Bros. 3. It's a really great game, and it's lots of fun, and if you don't have it, I'd recommend finding it if you have a Nintendo or an emulator to use it on. It's pretty simple compared to modern games, but at the time, it seemed like an arcade racing on a home console. Since most home console racing games at the time, you would just switch back from ding 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 from one lane to the other, right? In this game you can go in between lanes, and it's got pretty impressive 3D visuals for the NES as well as impressive hit boxes, I guess is what we'd call them. It's very good. And it's lots of fun, but is it necessarily a realistic recreation of racing? No, not at all. No, it's far from that, but it's very fun. It's fun. And now modern games. I'll be using Burnout Paradise. It's from 2008. And it is a great and very fun game. Once again, not necessarily the most realistic, but lots of fun. It's got great visuals, great graphics, and it's very fun to play. And it's not necessarily the most realistic recreation of racing, but it's very fun. Yeah. Real-life racing. It's really fun, and to be honest, as much as I love racing games, I'm not shaken in excitement when my system's turning on, like I am when I'm waiting to go out for a race. And I'm a lot more pumped after doing a real race than after playing a game. So I must say, real-life racing beats even the most realistic video game simulation like the NASCAR games. I'd much rather be out there racing in real life than playing NASCAR 05, for example. So, which one of the games is better? Since after all this is Versus, Versus for video games, not Versus for real life. So which is better? Retro or modern? Now, I say it really depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a fun arcade gameplay experience, then go with retro. Whereas if you're looking for something a little more realistic and closer to what you would be doing if you were actually in a car, then go with modern games. So it really depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for a realistic racing recreation, then definitely go modern. But if you're just looking for something to have some fun with and play with your friends, definitely retro. Thanks for taking time to watch this video, and hopefully you'll join me next week for whatever I'll be talking about then.